Welcome to Who Pops Your Popcorn,
where you learn to market to the right people at the right time, the new way.
I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash.
And today we are at the Wild West.
Yes.
Yes, in Utah. And what do we have first?
Well, first we have Shahar's going to give us a tip, so
yes.
check that out.
Check it out. I have some elephants behind me. You know, elephants, they have a very complicated family structure. I said structure, not complicated family, that's us. Well, the cool part about elephants is that they keep walking most of their lives with the whole family together. But when an elephant is really, really old, it starts going to the end of the line. And they always keep somebody or another elephant beside him. Well, you know what's interesting? You know teenagers, how they are. Some teenagers, they never obey no matter what you do. With elephants, it's no different. Sometimes they have a young elephant that really doesn't obey the rest of the group. So what do you think they do? They partner that very young elephant with a very old elephant. And then they start walking together. What happens after that is really amazing. The older elephant comes with a lot of energy, like if he was young again. And the young elephant starts understanding the whole structure of the group and starts to obey. Isn't that cute? You bring life back to the old elephant while the young one learns the structure and the way of the whole pack. I think that's amazing. Well, believe it or not, with marketing is no different. If you mix the old strategies of marketing with the new ones, you achieve a perfect balance. Believe it or not, even though the internet is really cool, inexpensive, has lots of people out there, still, if you only use internet marketing tools to market your business, you're leaving out a good part of it. So why not mix both together? The old structures like direct mailing, for example, that is really, really cool, with tools online. Then you can reach a perfect balance, just like the elephants, what they do with the young and the new. The funny thing is,
elephants have absolutely nothing to do with the Wild West.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, we had the footage and we decided to use it because it was a good
It was just sitting there, we had to use it.
But we came here to tape today because we're actually in a very interesting place, full of small stores and all
awesome
like
place.
the Wild West, but it started raining and it's raining right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we thought, man, we were going to record and it's raining.
But that is a like business anyway.
It is,
right?
It really
because
is.
you can plan everything. You can make plans, 5-year plans, 1-year plans, and things don't always go like you expect to.
That's it.
That is okay.
Yes.
And then we were talking about this, should we shoot with the rain or not? And you remind me about the book we read, Wild Gold.
Yes,
Tribes.
Seth Godin's book, yes, Tribes. Because at one point in his book, he's talking about leaders and saying how leaders are, but essentially he said, well, you know what, there are thermometers and there are thermostats. And thermometers tell you that there's a problem. It's either too hot or too cold. All it does, it lets you know about that. Whereas a thermostat actually does something about it. So it's cold outside, the thermostat realizes that and changes your environment so that it's hot and nice and warm inside. So it takes action and it does something.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And that's a big point if you're a business owner. Because you do want to see what's out there.
Yes.
Bad economy, raining outside, whatever is the situation, things just didn't go as you planned.
Yes.
And then you want to take action, and that's what makes a good leader from a bad leader.
That's it, and that's what's going to separate you from your competition, because you're going to take action, you're going to see what's going on, and you're going to take action based on what you see. You're not just going to ignore things and let it be.
Yeah, or just cry about the situation that is not what you have planned for.
Like you mentioned the recession. Well, you can just sit and cry all day about the recession, or you can do something about it.
You can acknowledge the fact that there is a recession out there and take action to correct your path, your business path. So you need to question yourself after you see this show if you are behaving yourself as a thermometer or a thermostat.
Exactly.
And if you're behaving as a thermometer, maybe now it's a very good time for you to change.
That's it.
And we have a tool today.
It's our analogy. Well, it's not ours, it's Seth. But I give you permission to change, if your thermometer, to change into a thermostat.
Yes. And what's the tool today?
The tool for today is a very well-known tool. Chances are you might even have used it before, but it's great. I think it's great. Anyway, it's called Skype. Skype.com, and essentially it's a phone that you can use on your computer. If you have internet access, which you do if you're watching this video, of internet access, you use Skype and you can make calls. Now, the other thing I wanted to point is, look, sometimes we interview people, right, Shahar? We've done it for the show. Sometimes we interview people over the phone, if it's for the podcast or something. Well, Skype is great if you're going to use it you can record those conversations. You get a tool like Hot Recorder or Pamela, and you install it with Skype, and then when you're making those calls, you can record
that and have a product or a podcast.
Exactly.
And you can talk to people all over the world with a very small fee. That, again, takes us to the beginning of the show.
Yes.
Because Skype started with two guys that were not happy with phone companies as a whole. They thought that was the status quo, and they wanted something different. They want something open that people could use.
Shahar, you know, like we watched the Big Idea with Donny Deutsch, and we love it. But we always joke, like sometimes we're having a conversation and we're complaining, right? And then we're like, we imitate Donny Deutsch, and we're like, and then what was the problem? Or there's gotta be a better way. You know, he always says it on his show. Yeah. But that's exactly what the Skype dudes did.
Yes,
you know?
and they created a whole different system. You know, you should never shoot
her phone just rang.
Yeah. Why is not on vibrate? You could plan for that before, but you forget, and you just keep going.
But you keep going, right?
But what the guys from Skype did is was just develop another tool that would change the way telephony or phone lines are perceived out there, and they did a very good job.
And they did. So go check it out, Skype.com. But most importantly, think if you're a thermostat or a thermometer. And if you're a thermometer, start thinking about that upgrade.
Upgrade yourself to a thermostat. Okay, see you next time.
See you next time.